Well said. You're 36 today. And how do you like this for a birthday gift? We're getting a 7-time All-Star, a 3-time Norris Trophy winner, and a 5-time 70-point season skater. Good Monday morning to you all. This is Steel Sermon in the house with a Penguins video. As always, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Instagram, link in the box below. How about this? Kyle Dubas is just... This is like an opinion-changing move right here. Erik Karlsson is a Pittsburgh Penguin. This is incredible, man. In a 3-way trade between the Pens, the San Jose Sharks, and the Montreal Canadiens, we traded away all the bad players pretty much from us to San Jose, and we get their best player. So to keep this at a minimum, okay, because I'm excited. This is an opinion-changing video right here, and an opinion-changing move right here as well. I came on here about a month ago giving my thoughts about Kyle Dubas as the new president and the GM for the Pens. He pulled the trigger right here, and he did not let go of it whatsoever. Not much was given up in this trade because the Pens are the biggest winners in this trade by far. San Jose, I mean, what the Sharks are getting are players who are not terrible, but they just didn't work out, and they're going to, they would have to be players on, like, rebuilding teams like what San Jose is doing right now. Montreal got absolutely killed in this trade, and it's looking more and more like a dark road ahead of them. And the thing that really spurs this trade for the Pens is that we're getting out of some bad contracts that we had before, like Jeff Petrie, like Casey DeSmith, like Kyle Granlund. Those were all bad contracts that we had thanks to Ron Hextall. And the picks that we gave up were lottery protected. So it's not really going to hurt us in the long run right here. And now Kyle Dubas with getting Erik Karlsson over here, it changes the whole defense for us, in my opinion. We're probably going to see Ryan Graves and Chris Letang on the defense. Then we're probably going to see Marcus Pettersson and Erik Karlsson now, followed by probably P.O. Joseph and Chad Ruedel. This defense is going to look better. But the thing that I want to say is that it doesn't really hinder us as far as the salary cap goes, because if it can work for the salary cap, now you can have the kids come up if it works for it. Because this trade has cleared $3 million in cap for us for a guy that we're going to be paying $10 million for the next 4 years. And if you have a GM or someone up in your front office who is terrible with the GM, whether it's call-ups, bring-ups, trades, free agency, draft picks, whatever you want to name it, and we know that Ron Hextall was awful with the salary cap, it's going to set you back. And that's the motion that the Pens were in going into this offseason. And finding teams who want to take on a salary cap trade deal is hard as well. But we found partners with it right there. So all Kyle Dubas did right here is that he just gave the Pens so many new options going into this season. We can finally just not worry about that hideous drop passing on the power play kill, because Erik Karlsson is pretty much a one-man wrecking crew in that zone right there. I anticipate this power play to look much more improved. It is much more flexible now. Now you got 2 guys on your PP1 that are going to be able to get to the zone, attack it, and be aggressive with the shots. Because now we didn't really have anyone else who could get in that zone other than Chris Letang. And now that Erik Karlsson's here, you just improve that. I mean, I know a lot of Pens fans are still concerned about the defense, as am I. what about the breakaway defense? What about, the transition defense, all that stuff? Those are legitimate concerns. But the thing about Karlsson is that he's not a liability on the defense. And now with him being included on the 5-on-5, he's not a kind of guy to where you don't have to worry about him exclusively being a home defensive guy that you can just plug and play in with there. So, in short, this trade, a massive dub for the Pens, a massive dub for Kyle Dubas. And I just have some newfound excitement for the Pens going into this season, man. I was a little bit unsure of how the Pens would do because this is uncharted territory for us. But now you just improved a very big part of the team that was keeping us really from being a legitimate contender for the past couple of seasons. And Erik Karlsson, man, is a Pittsburgh Penguin. Just wow. Incredible. Let me know what you think down in the comments below about this. This is Steel Sermon checking on out for the day. Let's go Pens, baby.